It's called the friendliest town on the Eastern Shore. Today on Delmarva Life, we meet some of the people and go to some of the places that will help you understand why Pocomoke City is described that way, starting with a couple of cuties.
I'm Katie Zerilli here at the Delmarva Discovery Museum, just hanging out with my buddies Mac and Tuck, and these guys are so cute, and they are just one of many exciting exhibits here. Coming up, we're taking you there.
We're also taking you to a theater rich with history.
It's cherished very much by the community, still, always.
And explaining why you'll want to pop in for a visit.
Then we strike your competitive side with a trip to the lanes. And we fulfill your need for fun when we learn about the event season in Pocomoke that pulls double duty.
For one, it boosts the economy, but also it's a way for the city or the downtown merchants, even the chamber, when they get involved, to give back to their community.
You can treat yourself and those you love to something spectacular.
You've got to have a spark. You never want to make anything that's going to be dull. You want to shine bright.
Or scrumptious.
Today we'll be doing our full steam ahead, which is actually our clams, and then I'll also be frying up some Brussels.
Welcome to Delmarva Life's Small Town Series, Pocomoke City. We are back with another small town series, and today we are showcasing Pocomoke City.
Yes, we are, and we want to say hello to all of Delmarva, but particularly to the viewing party being held at Dockside Waterfront Dining in Pocomoke City. Hey, everyone! Yeah, I see you waving back.
Yeah, we see you. Don't think we don't. We do. We see you.
So glad you got together, and I think you're going to really enjoy. You know, one thing I love about doing these shows is learning so much about these towns that we have on Delmarva.
Yeah, because there is so much history and little things that you might never know if somebody didn't bring it up.
Exactly. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Let's begin by learning a little bit about the history of Pocomoke City. The earliest documentation of what is now Pocomoke City comes from the late 17th century when Colonel William Stevens, who was a staff officer to Lord Baltimore, established Stevens Ferry along the Pocomoke River. 1865, it was incorporated as Newtown but was reincorporated as Pocomoke City in 1878. Now, not long after that, the railroad was built, connecting Wilmington, Delaware to Cape Charles, Virginia, across the Pocomoke River at Pocomoke City, and that's what helped aid the town's growth.
Yeah, in 1921, the old Pocomoke River Bridge, or Market Street Bridge, was built. The 275-foot double-leaf bascule movable span was built to meet the need of increased highway travel on the Eastern Shore in the 1920s and 30s. Now, the bridge was renovated in 1989 after a 50-foot section of it collapsed into the river. In April of 1922, a fire destroyed much of the business district in Pocomoke City. The fire reportedly started in a stable early in the day and was fanned by high winds. The telephone exchange, post office, Worcester Democrat office, and 2 hotels were wiped out. Fortunately, the town was able to quickly rebuild.
Now, the second half of the 20th century brought much economic growth to Pocomoke City. The poultry industry rose. NASA, the U.S. Navy, the Coast Guard all helped with continued growth by bringing jobs to the area. As a matter of fact, Pocomoke is home to a growing industrial park that plays host to defense contractors, aerospace engineering, as well as plastic fabrication.
Yeah. Now, the Pocomoke City Industrial Park is actually where the Great Pocomoke Fair takes place. That's something else I learned. Dating back to 1901, it was originally held at the corner of 2nd and Broad Street in Pocomoke City. The fair celebrated the fruits of harvest, handiwork of farm wives, the farmers' blue ribbon quality livestock, and horse racing. In 1930, the fair became a victim to the Great Depression. It would eventually return some years later and continues today. It's held the first week of August, and there's so much going on. If you've never been, you need to go.
You need to go, absolutely need to go. There's another huge tradition in Pocomoke City, which was one of the first ones I learned many years ago. and that's the Christmas Parade. One of
Yes.
Delmarva's largest nighttime Christmas parades, always held on the first Monday after Thanksgiving. More than 100 units from Maryland, Delaware, Virginia participating. It attracts thousands of spectators. This year will be the 48th year for the parade, and I will never forget the year that I was driving the float for the radio station and I locked the keys in the truck.
Uh-oh.
We didn't make the parade.
You didn't make the parade. I know that one year, several years ago, there was actually a bet between the mayor of Pocomoke and the mayor of Baltimore about who could have the bigger parade.
Pshaw.
I don't remember who won, but
So we'll claim it.
we'll claim it, yeah. Well, as you can imagine, there's plenty of recreational opportunities in Pocomoke City as well. The scenic Pocomoke River is the perfect backdrop for outdoor activities. The downtown nature trail begins on the city dock at Cypress Park and winds around Stevenson's Pond to Winter Quarters Landing for a total of 1.5 miles. The trail is enhanced by several sections of floating boardwalk, exercise stations, a 57-foot pedestrian bridge, 260-foot fishing pier, gazebo, and canoe launch sites. Isn't that gorgeous?
I'll tell you what, one of the first times we took our kayaks out was on the Pocomoke
Yeah.
River. Absolutely loved it.
Gorgeous.
Now, we've talked about the Pocomoke River during our small town series before, the 66-mile-long river flowing through Snow Hill before it reaches Pocomoke City and enters the Pocomoke Sound of the Chesapeake Bay on the state line between Maryland and Virginia. The Pocomoke River, one of 9 rivers in Maryland, designated as wild and scenic by the state. This river was a vital resource for the natives that settled along the banks. They were known as an Algonquin tribe. The Pocomokes used the water for food and the trees for cover.
Turning to education, Pocomoke City is home to an elementary school, a middle school, and a high school. And then there's the school that is now a museum. The Sturgis one-room school is on Willow Street, but it was originally located on Brantley Road. It is the only African-American one-room school in Worcester County retaining its original integrity. From 1900 to 1937, one teacher taught grades 1 through 7. Now, after being purchased in 1996, the Worcester County Historical Society restored it and renamed it the Sturgis One-Room School Museum.
And it's not the only one. You're going to find another museum in a home built not long after the end of the Civil War. The Costin House, built in 1870. Back when the town's name was still Newtown. Members of Dr. Isaac Costin's family lived in the Market Street home for more than a century. When the home was threatened by demolition in 1974, a group of spirited citizens formed the Spirit of Newtown Committee, bought the house. Dr. Costin would go on to become the first mayor of Pocomoke City in 1888. The Costin House Museum's furnished with Victorian-style furniture left behind by the Costin family. The grounds of the museum also include the Hall Walton Memorial Garden.
And it's beautiful. If
I
you've
haven't
never
seen it.
seen
I
you've
haven't
never
seen it,
seen
no.
it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the inside of the house is gorgeous
Yeah.
too. There's a lot of the clothes. They look behind clothes and furniture, all kinds of things.
My
It's
goodness.
all a museum now. You can see how they live. All right, as if we haven't already given you enough reasons to hang out with us today, we have a few odder reasons we'd like to try. Mac and Tuck at the Delmarva Discovery Museum. These cuties are sure to put a smile on your face, but they're just one exhibit you'll find here. Katie took one for the team to check out some of the others.
We are taking a look at Pocomoke's past with a visit to Marva Theater on Market Street. So much history, yet still going strong today with a solid lineup of entertainment. We are looking forward to opening the curtains on this little gem.
I'm Katie Zarelli here at Eastern Shore Lanes, and coming up, we're going to tell you why this is a great place to spend your spare time. Hey!
Oh!
And she hits a spare, get it? Spare.
Spare.
The fun's just getting started. In fact, fall fun is alive and well in Pocomoke City. We're going to run down the lineup. And of course, Pocomoke has your shopping covered. We'll stop by a place where you can find a little something for everyone with a heavy focus on fabulous flowers.
And then Dockside has the deliciousness covered. Affordable, family friendly, and fabulous. That's how you can describe this spot. Oh, and the view? Yeah, go ahead and plan for a stop here too.
All I'm hearing is that Pocomoke City is popping. We're looking forward to this small town series adventure.
Delmarva Life. Stay with us.